Everyone.
맞아요.
Okay, for today, we will have our debate about the importance of English
In school.
in school. Can you?
This one.
Again, for today, we will have our debate about the importance of learning English in school. Affirmative team, you can start.
Hello, my name is Jackson. Our team name is JRN. Is here to discuss
이쪽을 보고
why,
할래?
why learning English in schools in collection. English is a global language that most people can use, but not everyone understands its importance. Why is English essential? Let's explore a few examples. When we travel abroad, communicate becomes a challenge without English. Foreigners predominantly use English, so without it, our trips become less enjoyable. Novel or source of entertainment and knowledge are often written in English. Moreover, English is the language we're using right now on this debate. Imagine if you could communicate in English. Our discussion would be explosive. Therefore, learning English at school is undeniable important. Question?
Can you use a translator if you don't understand English?
Yes. I study English and I speak foreign.
Additional information. Translators sometimes working not well, like we express emotion or nuance such like for example, when we use papa or like sounds good, but sometimes it translates that is a good sound, so it is not correct sometimes.
So I should take a tower.
일어나서
Travel guide wherever I go abroad.
Pardon? Again?
Should I take a travel guide whenever I go around abroad?
Mm, but no study English and speaker foreigner, but you don't go to abroad.
Okay, that's it. So, the next presenter will present her speech.
Good afternoon, speakers and highly honorable chairs. This is Hannah standing against for this topic. Today, let's talk about whether it's really need for a student to learn English. In school, English language many people speak worldwide, but do our students have to make it? A big deal is the studies. There's the reason why learn English in schools is unnecessary.
If we didn't study at school early, English like what's your name or what time is it now. It is important to study at school. What's your opinion about this? About my question.
다른 사람이 대답할 사람 없어?
한번 들어보세요.
Members can help.
If we didn't study at school
Stand
early,
up.
we can learn.
A little bit louder.
Okay, if we didn't study at school early, we don't know how to speak basic English such as what's your name or what time is it now. It is basic, but we can't study at school. Some people can't know. What's your opinion about this? About my idea?
Can I answer that question? But we have another way to learning English, like watching Netflix without subtitle, or like us come like another country, Philippines or Canada, in younger age. We also run basic English, like how are you, or how's your day, like that. We can run English many another way. Only not only at school.
But some people can't use media or books because they are poor or they can't use it. They don't know how to use it. So it is school study English at school. It is more comfortable and it is more cheaper than use media because some media like computer is expensive.
It's okay. But not all country school is not not all countries school is not not all countries school not all free, right? Some country schools have to pay for learning English or learning class, learning another subject, and it is also same with using Netflix or using book. I think it's more cheaper than pay for school using book.
Okay. Next presenter. You can present your speech.
Building on Jackson's points, let's delve into the main reason why English is fluid. Firstly, English is disciplined. For instance, when you travel abroad, having knowledge of English limits the need to learn other countries' language, making our experience more comfortable and for teachers. Secondly, proficiency in English opens up opportunities. Students worldwide who study English can pursue education in foreign institutions, leading to better job prospects. This not only diversifies job options, but also contributes economical benefits. Thirdly, learning English provides access to a wealth of knowledge about culture, society, and literature. Books and online resources can offer a vast pool of information. Lastly, English proficiency often influences test scores in school, emphasizing its importance in academic success. Thank you. Do you have a question?
That your statement is so far from our topic. Our topic is the importance of learning at school, but you said about learning English.
If we study at school, we can get a basic of English so we can improve our English skill easily. So we can do this in easily. So I think it is important. It can be English importance of study English at school.
Can you
큰 소리로 큰 소리로.
I think study English at school helps to get a basics of English so we can do study English more easily so we can communicate with other foreigners and can get more opportunities like that. So I think it can be important to study English at school.
That's right, but we can learn basic English, basic sentence by communicate with other working people to come here, and we can improve our learning skills to communicate with other working people.
While we didn't study at school, we can't understand the basic of English. Even another foreigner says, we can just only understand. We didn't study English. We can just understand like hello or what you need. So I think English, we study English at school can help also communicate with foreigners. So our opinion is studying English at school is important.
Okay. Next speaker will speak.
First off, there are tons of ways to learn a language nowadays. With online stuff and language apps, students can pick what works best for them. The usual English classes might not always help in real life talks. Talking well needs actual experiences, not just reading books. Also, English classes can stress students out and might not match everyone's way of learning. Letting students choose how they want to learn is crucial. And if some jobs don't really need English, spending time on it school might not be useful. Like artists or tech people can do well without English. Students should focus on what they are interested in instead of spending lots of time on English at school. So that's the question.
How can I run and ask if the internet is to read about, such as cell phones or pads that can use for not test?
Can you
How can I learn and speak if the internet is read about, such as cell phones or pads that can be used for that test?
we have offline translators to communicate from here. Okay.
For example, what should I do if a foreign journalist tries to do a Korean release on and Korean writer who are trying to interview do not speak English? For example, what should I do if a foreign journalist tries to do a Korean list, and the Korean writers who are trying to interview do not speak English.
We can use translator when you interview something. There are translator. If you say a word, the translator can translate your word to another language.
For someone who made a translation website, the translationer knows the Korean and English both. What do you think?
Yes, the louder.
Louder. The person who make a translation website, the translationer know the Korean and English both. What do you think?
You want to answer that question? Only those who use English professionally need to run. Not all students, just who want to make that translate site. Only that person running English have to run in English. Not all students. It is not okay. Only that first. Only have to that first. Only that first have to run English. Not all students.
Okay, the next speaker will speak.
Let's delve deeper into the information of English, especially regarding job opportunities according to a Korean news website, Channel Yes. A significant percentage of professors in prestigious universities like Yonsei and Seoul earn their master's degrees in the US. This underlines the importance of English education for career advancement. Research also indicates that authors often choose English to write their books, facilitating better understanding for a global audience. These details emphasize the real-world benefit of studying English at school. Do you have a question?
Isn't English not important for career development? Well, actually, many people work not English use not English. Often different.
But all countries people almost using English.
But
We often use not English. We are Korean, so example we Korean use English. Koreans language use, not English use. We often.
But Korean don't speak English, but when travel we speak English. Almost country.
me?
아무나 해.
그걸
아니, 그건 아무나.
올라가요? have to run English to success, right? But BTS, you know BTS?
Yeah.
In BTS, Jin is not good at English, right? You know Jin? And I love BTS, but actually he's not good at English. But but is Jin is successful? Yeah. Then it doesn't mean you're bad at English mean you are not successful. It doesn't benefit a person's success. Whether he or she know English. Now I ask you some questions. We have to run. We must run English to success.
BTS song many put the many English, right?
But because
But BTS songs very many put English. And BTS are member RM and standing new and in speaking English by life.
but it's not Jin. That means Jin is not successful. Only Alim is successful.
But for if the all the BTS members don't know the English, they if they can't interview with these foreigners fans. So if they don't know the English, they can't use English. So they can't make a song with English, and they can't interview with foreigners fan. What do you think?
But if our BTS member can speak English, but we have the job to translate for foreigner parents. But we have job. They translate their thing. The BTS don't have to. BTS doesn't have to. BTS don't have to learn English. If
But the translationer knows Korean and English both. If the translationer don't know Korean or English, they can't translate to Korean or English.
Oh, I said again. Just only that person have to learn English, not all student, not all person. Not all person have to learn English at school. Only that person. Only that person who want to be a job about translate, who want to be a job translate or changing on the another language. Not whole people.
For example, if we don't study English at school and or academy anything, so we can't speak with English, right? And for example, when we go to China, we can speak China with the Chinese, and if we go to Japanese, we can speak Japanese, and if we go to German, we can speak Germany. So I think it is so inefficiently for this.
But we have to. You said if we not running English, like for example. But your topic is just school. It is out of topic, I think, because we have to run another way. Always say again, we have to run English or another language, not at school.
But they usually study grammar, English grammar and English speaking. And we also study how to say this about this situation and how to speak English. So I think study English at school is important to speaking to other countries.
Okay, next speaker will speak.
Thus, making everyone learn English at school might make things hard for some students. His broke family will lose money, might find it to pay for extra English that's true. So they might fall behind compared to students with more money. In Korea, there's a debate about starting English super early in school, like 3 years old, 5 years old. Some worry it might make kids forget their own culture and language. So making English a must-learn thing can make things harder for students with fewer chances.
How can I forget about Korean culture just because I'm a fool in English?
But we are older. I said about very young kids. Like, do you know 영어 유치원? I know I don't know. Kids school, like 3 years old or like 5 years old, 5 years old, 5 years old child goes to school, right, in Korea.
But
So sweet. And then they're not good at speak Korean. Like they can't know all Korean and they can know all Korean culture. But before they learn Korean culture, they learn English. That is the reason I think they can forget our own culture.
Now is the global era of globalization.
You think it is not to study young children to study English, but I have another idea. If young child study English early, they can immigrate another country. They can study another country like USA or UK. It is not bad because they can speak English, so they don't worry about speak another country people because they can speak English. So some people, some child that go to English school, it is not bad because they can immigrate another country.
It means it is okay to lose our culture.
But if they want to go another country, it is not a bad thing because it is the children's liberty. So when they study English and they want to go abroad, they can immigrate and live there, that country's people, and they can get a more experience in Korea. And I think it is good for the children.
But if there are children in school another countries, we lose our own culture and language. That's okay. You're not answered about that. It is okay to it is okay to lose our own culture. You said it is not bad like that.
But you said it is okay if you want to study English. Only want to study English people can go to English school. So I think that it is that want to study English people child can go to English school. So another child can study our Korean culture in Korean, but they can also study English at school. So it is not bad to study young child. It is not bad to study English young child at school.
Okay, next speaker will speak.
In conclusion, our team, JRN, has highlighted the reasons why learning is indispensable. Proficiency in English not only helps in achieving good grades, but also opens doors to better job opportunities, provides access to a wealth of knowledge, and instills confidence in communicating with people from different parts of the world. So why not prioritize learning English in schools? Thank you for listening to Team JRN's presentation. Do you have a question?
Okay, our observer will ask the question. Elise.
What do you think it's important for everyone in school to learn English?
Because many foreigners travel to Korea. Because many foreigners travel to Korea, right? So we can speak English because talking with foreigners. So we can speak English very well for foreigners, right?
Another question.
How can school make sure that making English compulsory doesn't make the burden for students have lazy money?
But we can study English with less money. For example, someone was so poor, but she liked studying, so she studied so hard, and then she was to be a famous scientist. For this, as a result, the money is not important to study English. Right.
Okay, another question. No more? Okay, the next speaker will speak.
Wrapping up, there are different views on whether learning English at school is a must. While English is more important, even show why making it compulsory might not be the best. We believe in thinking about each student's needs, adjusting education for real life, and treating everyone fairly. Today, we are not saying English isn't important. We are discussing if it's needed for everyone in schools. Thank you for listening.
Okay, observer. You can ask question.
Can you think of job where knowing language other the English is more important?
Yes. For example, interpreter if know many languages. Her or she can translate is good for a job.
Thank you. Okay, another observer.
Should students be able to decide if they want to learn English and focus on different things?
Students can be able to decide, but because among many students want to do something, another different things than English. So English is just waste of time. These children. Also, we have to respect the opinions of a few others people. Yeah. You have a question?
Yeah.
He
question.
is no question in heart.
I have a question. At the main part of speech, you say English is not important. Communicate with foreigner. There are 2,000 languages in the world. Should we run on all of them?
Not important.
Yes.
Not important. You don't say not
No.
important.
This is important.
One more time.
Okay. At the main part of speech, you say English is less important. Communicate with foreigner. There are 2,000 languages in the world. Should we run on all of them?
Michael says, you, at the reference of speech, you said English is less important because there are we can use translator. But in the arts, there are more than 2,000 languages in the world. But some languages are not in the translator. So Michael says we should learn all of them.
We don't say least important.
Pure says because we can use translators, so it is we don't have to study at school, and we don't study English at school because you can use translator when you go abroad, right?
Please. They say there are 2,000 languages in the world, right? So we should learn all of them. It's so inefficient.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because you don't have to.
Because we have translation.
처음에
그냥 없어요?
How?
Just another we are language because we don't use English. I don't use English. I can English very well, so sometimes I told teacher or my friend, I told my language easy. Okay? So another people understand. Okay?
I answered your question. I said again, your topic is not the importance of learning English. And this is at school. We have to learn English in another way and go another country and we can communicate English. Like me, I come here Philippines and I learn how to talk with foreigner teacher, international people. When I went to Libya and I want that food and I can say I learn how to say I learn how to say ordering that when I've been to Libya. And it means we have another way to learn English, not only school. And we learn English another way and go another country. That is okay, right? No.
In other in other words, I said we study English grammar in school at school. For example, you speak the Jury's worker because you ordered this food, but you say to Jury worker, I order this, or may I this? So the workers don't understand what you say. So we only study English grammar at school.
I'm running the actually I'm running how to ordering in Jollibee. I watch it for another customer like or some Filipino come there and I watched it how to order Jollibee and I run that watching the situation and I memorize that and order. That is the way. It is way to learn English. It can be great.
Okay, we will end our debate for today. Thank you.